everyone, it's Dora from flippinghousesanpancakes.com, and today I thought I would talk to you not about making lasagna, which is what I will do while I'm talking to you, but I thought that I would talk to you a little bit about how I use super easy recipes to help me get everything done during the day. On a regular basis, people ask me, how do you get everything done? You've got your kids home all the time, you work, you teach them, you do housework, you cook, you do all kinds of things. How do you get it all done? And first of all, the answer is I don't get it all done. Usually, there's definitely parts of my house that are a mess. It's a good thing you can't see my basement right now. We had a leak, it's a disaster. Don't look there. But in addition to that, I also use really easy recipes that I will double or triple to make my life a lot easier and to get things done. Okay, so I'm going to be just assembling these lasagnas because one of the ways I get so much stuff done during the day is I simply multitask. Just so you have a heads up, if you do hear noise today, they're trying to be very quiet. I know they are. I do have 2 homeschool boys groups happening right now in my house while I'm doing this video. One are my the 7 to 8-year-old group, and one is a group of teenage boys. So if you hear noise, it's probably one of those 2 groups, even though I know that they're trying to be quiet. You can hear them giggling in the background. Okay, so one of the ways that I get so many things done during the day is simply by multitasking. For example, having a group. My kids are having a great time. They're having all that nice social interaction while I am cooking, and while I'm cooking, I'm going to be talking to you, filming this video, and telling you a little bit about how to get things done faster or have your food ready without having to go to a restaurant, without having to order in. You can cook quick meals and it'll make things go much faster. So today I'm actually making my no-bake lasagna. Not no-bake. No-boil lasagna. I'm making my no-boil lasagna. This recipe is not in my cookbook. The recipe is actually on my blog. And if you go and you check out that recipe, there's also a variation to learn how to make no-boil baked ziti. It's delicious. It tastes just like any other baked ziti, and you cut out half the time because you don't have to boil the noodles ahead of time, and you also don't have to wash the pot, which makes it really great. You don't have to boil the noodles or wash the pot for the lasagna or for the baked ziti. So check out my blog, flippinghousesanpancakes.com, for the recipe for the no-boil lasagna that I'm gonna be assembling today. So, one of the ways to get a lot of stuff done without too much time is by doing things like simpler recipes. So even though I love complicated recipes, I like fancy food, I don't have time to make food that's that complicated. So if you look on my blog, if you look on my website, you'll see that, and if you look at my cookbook is loaded with easy recipes that are not going to take you a lot of time. Sometimes the recipe has to stay in the oven for a while, so I might prepare it, run out, drive kids to one of their programs, and then when I come back, all the food is ready. I used to actually do that. We did swim lessons, and I would take my kids, I would put the food in the oven, take my kids to swim lessons. By the time we got back home 2 hours later, dinner was ready and we could just eat. So one of the ways to do that is just easy, simple recipes that taste good. And in my cookbook, you're gonna find a lot of those. Not this pasta recipe, but I do have some other oven-baked pasta recipes. I have an oven mac and cheese that is delicious, and it's all oven-baked. You didn't have to boil the noodles ahead of time. I have several chicken dishes. I have meat dishes. A lot of really easy, flavorful salads that you can make. And even my desserts are pretty easy, pretty simple. And if you don't have a lot of time, but you want to have a nice, good dessert, that's a great way of taking care of it. Also, you could give the book to your kids. The recipes are simple enough and are written in a way that kids will understand how to make the recipes and will be able to make the food for you. So sometimes I'll tell my kids, please go make the lasagna. They know how to do it. They don't have to boil the noodles or anything. Even the younger kids can assemble a lasagna because they don't have to deal with boiling hot noodles. They, you know, it's all no bake. And these are regular noodles, just so you know, because you're watching me do this. This is regular lasagna noodle. This is not those special no boil, you know, pre-ready noodles. I don't like those. I like the regular noodles for this recipe. Anyhow, so that's one of the ways that I found a way to get more things done during the day and to have good homemade meals ready when my family needs them and not have to worry about ordering in and everything like that. It's also cheaper to make your own food, which is nice and convenient. And there have been times in life where that was super important. And of course, I think everybody's grocery bills have gotten much higher lately. So having a less expensive meal when you're feeding a big family is also really important. Making your own food, therefore, using good, easy recipes is a great way to do that. Even have some like fake, like takeout recipes. I have a chicken and broccoli recipe that is delicious, and you barely have to do anything. It literally, you throw it in the oven and it bakes, and then you take it out and you mix it all up and you serve it. So that's one way to get more stuff done. Another way is to double. Oh, do you hear them? Can you hear the boys? I'm hearing them. Oh, boys, I'm still doing this YouTube video. So they're like, oh, oops. Okay. I know it seems weird. I'm kind of in the middle of a video. The phone was ringing and the kids are running around. It's my usual day, and of course here I am trying to film a YouTube video. Anyhow, the reason that you need to be using easy recipes like this is because life is like that, okay? Life is total chaos, especially if you have a nice sized family. So I like to use these simple recipes. I hope I didn't already say that. Okay, so I'm back. I did just get a shidduch call, which means like a matchmaking call about my younger sister who has Down syndrome. So it was very entertaining, but I'm gonna attempt to finish this video. This has been a big challenge. So anyhow, one of the things that I can use, obviously this is an easy recipe to make. The easy recipes in my cookbook, that's a great way to get your food done while you're doing other things. But also doubling and tripling and even quadrupling recipes is another really great way that I make sure to always have food for my family to eat. Lasagna, obviously, and yeah, I've got some teenagers over here, don't worry about it. Pay no attention. I'll try to pay no attention. I've got two groups right now. Anyhow, one of the ways that I try to make sure that there's always food is doubling, tripling, quadrupling recipes. Obviously, the lasagna is a great way to do that. And there's a lot of other recipes, a lot of the chicken dishes, a lot of the pasta dishes. There's a lot of recipes that are really easy to make and really easy to freeze. So I'll make twice as much food. I'll make 2, 3, or 4 pans. And actually, this is my 4th pan of lasagna. So I'll make them, I'll freeze them. Depending on the dish, I'll either freeze it before I bake it or I'll freeze it after I bake it. And then on a day when there's total chaos, you just take it out of the freezer, you put it in the oven, and your food is ready. So I'm gonna finish assembling this lasagna, and I'm gonna cover all 4 of them. They're gonna go right into the oven, covered, and then in about 2 hours, they'll be done, they'll be ready, and I can serve dinner. But in the meantime, I can go do all the other things that I have to get done today, which is one of the reasons that I do this kind of recipe. I'm going to just add some water, and again, this recipe is on my blog, so you know exactly how much water you're supposed to be adding, how much of each ingredient you need. I'm going to finish it off, put it in the oven. In 2 hours, my family will have dinner. If you want some more good ideas for quick and easy food to make or food to double and freeze, check out my website, flippinghouseandpancakes.com. Check out my new cookbook with the same title, Flipping Houses and Pancakes, Kosher Recipes and Kitchen Design Tips from an Amateur Professional, that's me. And if you like this video, please hit like, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so you know every time I upload a new video. Again, check out my website, flippinghouseandpancakes.com, and I hope you don't mind all the total chaos that happened during this video filming. Have a good day. I give up! Or, you know, for kids, or for, I'm gonna restart the whole thing. People completely do know that I'm filming a YouTube video, but they still might make a lot of noise. Even when you hear, oh, what? Okay. What you don't know is that this is the 4th time I'm attempting to film this, either before or after they've been baked. And then, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go insane. Okay. So today I am, run around me, okay. What is it? Okay, good. I think sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll just film next time and just let it run and won't cut it or stop it, and we'll see how it comes out. Should be really interesting. Maybe you'll know what's really happening in my house while I'm doing these YouTube videos. That's really fun.